And don't forget to order your copy of Football Game Plan's latest book, Stiff Arming Football Myths, an excellent book that you can find on our website at footballgameplan.com/books, available in both PDF as well as paperback form. For the Eagles in this ball game, Nick Foles' field vision is going to be key. He has to see the entire field and not hold the football entirely too long. Right now, he's leaving way too many plays out there on the field. The Eagles could have scored numerous points in the first half if he was able to scan the field properly and find those open targets. Guys were flying wide open. He missed them. And on the defensive side of the football, you look at D'Amico Ryans and Michael Kendricks. Those inside linebackers will play a huge role in this ball game. On both ends of defense, they have to bring their A game if they want to slow down San Francisco. And the biggest matchup along the offense line, in my opinion, will be Jason Peters going against Justin Smith, the outstanding defensive end, the strong defensive end, the veteran for San Francisco. If Peters can hold his own in the running game, because again, he is one of the top tackles, if not the best tackle in the league, versus Smith, it bodes well for that Eagles offense. And for San Francisco, it's all about protecting the football. You can't score points if you don't have the football, if you're constantly turning the ball over and getting off the field on third downs. Again, they can't shoot themselves in the foot. They have to do a better job of protecting the football this week versus Philly. And I look at defensive coordinator Vic Fangio's creativity. What different type of blitzes and stunts he'll draw up, different fronts he'll show to try to match up and combat the different looks that he's going to get from Chip Kelly's offense with the different personnel groupings and formations. And on offense, I will go with that 3 wide receiver, 1 tight end set as the base formation. I think that's how they can widen out that Eagles defense and take advantage. I believe they have the advantage if they go spread, and they'll still be able to run downhill with Frank Gore. So I will go with 3 wide receivers and the tight end as the base formation from San Francisco.
Again, keeping it old school here with the Philadelphia Eagles now. They're going against the San Francisco 49ers defense, and one way they can create opportunities for their backfield with LaShawn McCoy and also Darren Sproles is go with an unbalanced line and also run a trap to try to get Sproles on the inside to hopefully pop for a big game. Show you what we're talking about here. Unbalanced line. You see we have the tackle and the guard backside. 3 offensive tackles on the front side with the guard and the tight end. So again, it causes the defense to align toward the strength, thinking that you're going to go strong side where you have all of the offensive linemen. But what we're trying to do is run it right down the middle on a trap play. So what we're doing backside, we're going to have the tight end, his job is to work up past this 5 technique and hopefully seal off anybody that's coming to try to fill the hole right here. We're going to have the guard and center, the guard and center right here, their job is to combo block the nose and get him blocked here because we're going to trap this defensive tackle. We're going to bring the play side tackle, his job, the first tackle, the quick tackle, his job is to work all the way up. Quick tackle, work all the way up to the backside linebacker, get him blocked because we're going to take a step back, come up, and get this backer block, base here, base there, and how we're gonna hold those linebackers in place. We're sending LaShawn McCoy here at the snap of the football, almost as if we're running a toss, but really handed it right here down the middle to Darren Sproles, and we kicking him out, kicking his defensive tackle out with this guard. Boom. Hopefully make this guy miss, make this guy look foolish, and that's one way you can run a quick trap out of an unbalanced line. Again, you see what we did. Quick tackle's job is to step back, boom. Get that linebacker block. We're going to bring the backside, the strong tackle, over to get the weak side backer block, the backside backer block, and we're going to base everywhere else and trying to seal on the weak side. Motion with LaShawn McCoy showing that action, holding these backers and holding his corner here at bay. He has to respect this because, again, at the end of the day, you can pull and then dump it off to him. He'll beat him one-on-one all day. So that's one way they can take advantage of the over-aggressive San Francisco 49ers defense. And again, we kept it old school here on the whiteboard with the 49ers and the Eagles, both within the running game because they do have creative coaches and they can create those opportunities on the ground. Seeing that it's throwback week here at Football Game Plan, I'm going old school with this 49ers and Eagles game for San Francisco. Once they get inside the red zone, maybe on a goal line, a little bit of cross-buck action could help them punch it in for 7. We're going to show you what cross-buck is right here. Old school approach, T formation. You got 3 backs in the backfield. They can get creative with however they want to put these guys in the backfield, whether it be 3 tailbacks, 2 fullbacks, and a tailback, 2 tailbacks and a receiver, whatever. But here's the cross-back action we're going to do. We're going to try to attack inside right here with this back here that's going to get the football. So again, old school approach. What you want to do on the backside or play side, you want to turn out and kick those guys out. Try to kick those guys out, the backer and the defensive tackle. And you're going to have the near back. His job is to go up and get that backer block. Guard center is going to double team this nose, try to walk him back into the locker room. And what you're going to have here, front side, his job is to work up, get him blocked. Work up, block, work up. Try to show that he's going to block him, but really go and attack the safety. Try to get that safety block so that way he's not a threat to make a play. Now here's the crossbuck action. You have Colin Kaepernick reversing out, showing as if he's handing the ball off to the back right behind him, but he's shooting this way, coming back around through the hole, handing the ball off here. Crossbuck action, should be able to run the daylight, should be able to punch it in right there on the 5 going in. I will go situational T formation on the goal line or 5 yards going in, putting the Eagles defense in a bind. Again, showing a little bit of crossbuck action, keeping it old school here on Football Game Plan, but this is one way San Francisco can have success in the running game versus Philadelphia.
The biggest X factor for the Eagles in this game will be their defensive line. Guys like Fletcher Cox, Benny Logan, Thornton and company. They have to do a better job of anchoring versus the run, because we know San Francisco would just love to come in and run downhill with Frank Gore. They can't get moved off the spot. They can't allow themselves to get washed down inside. Otherwise, it could be a long day. And the X factor for San Francisco is wide receiver Stevie Johnson. I talked about it earlier about that 3 wide receiver, 1 tight end set. Stevie Johnson, in my opinion, will draw the lesser of the attention outside of Anquan Bolden and Michael Crabtree. He has to take advantage of that opportunity and make plays consistently for this passing game of San Francisco. Tackle Al Wistert was an outstanding offensive lineman from 1943 to 1951 and was a big part of that Eagles offensive line, a 4-time All-Pro that helped pave the way for future Hall of Fame running back Steve Van Buren. Abe Woodson was one of the premier return men of his era from 1958 to 1964 in San Francisco. He returned 5 kickoffs for touchdowns, 2 punt returns for touchdowns, was a 5-time Pro Bowler and a 2-time first-team All-Pro, and also helped out as a defensive back with 15 career interceptions and 15 fumble recoveries. This is a guy that should be in the Hall of Fame. I like San Francisco in this ballgame. I think what you'll see from San Francisco this week is a much more well-rounded offensive attack. They'll do a great job throwing the football against that Eagles secondary, and defensively, they'll be able to get off the field versus a Chip Kelly offense. And if they get up early on Philadelphia, they have the offensive attack, they have the playmakers to keep their foot on the gas. So I think San Francisco plays their best game of the season and knocks off the Eagles.
What's up, fantasy football fans? I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. For all of your starts, sits, fantasy football notes, news, and tidbits, tune into our podcast, Football Game Plan Starting Lineup, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on our Football Game Plan Radio Network, which is located at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan.
And don't forget to check out Football Game Plan's NFL Wraparound live every Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan, where we give you all of our late-minute and last-minute notes, news, and tidbits and thoughts on each and every game on the NFL schedule. And I also want to give a huge shout-out to 49er fan forums and Eagle fan forums for always showing Football Game Plan support.